Hello everybody. Today we're going to be working on export packing, the technique for export packing a rectangular item such as this small dresser, any square piece of furniture. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to just look at the object and check inside to see and make sure that the drawers are stabilized. In this situation, when we open up the cabinet, these drawers are held in by this so that they're okay, they don't need any stabilization. The next thing we're going to do is close those and then wrap these, any fragile items on the front, we're going to wrap these. So we're going to wrap these in tissue, basically just putting tissue around these items and fastening that with some blue tape. So the next step is to wrap the piece of furniture in paper pads. So a nice way of prepping this situation is to join 2 or 3 paper pads together. So you can see down here we've got 2 paper pads. We're going to join them with some X's to hold the paper pads together. And joining the paper pads together just makes a nice sheet, continual sheet to work with. So once we've got 3 paper pads stitched here together to fully wrap this piece. We do have some negative space in the top here, so what we're going to do, we could remove this and package that separately, but this is going pretty much direct, so we're just going to fill this with foam. I'm just going to grab that. We're just going to fill that negative space with some foam here. That's going to add adequate support for this transit. It's going on exclusive use. And then we're going to wrap this item in paper pads. And basically the paper pad wrapping should be just like a Christmas package. So we'll just wrap this and show it to you as a finished product. So here we have the wrapped item, just like pretty much a Christmas package. It's fully enclosed with paper pad. The next thing we want to do is we pre-did the scoring here, but basically you want to score double wall cardboard, scored bottom, half box style. So this is already scored. We've also, in the case of this, because the legs were fragile, we've added a piece of 3/4 inch plywood so that the legs are going to sit on the 3/4 inch plywood. That way, if the piece is put on or placed on a dolly, it's not going to compromise these legs. All right, so here we've placed the cabinet on top of our double wall cardboard base that's been already scored and cut. And these gentlemen we're going to use paper tape. Most likely this is happening on a truck or at a residence. So we're going to use paper tape here to just fold up this bottom. Thank you. That way you just have to attach the tape to the outside and that closes that up. The next step, what we're going to do is we're going to wrap it in corrugated. To do this, when you take the corrugated and put it face to face, this way, this creates a nice cushion, and you wrap this around. Yeah, so that's great. Yeah, keep going. So I already pre-cut this corrugated, but basically you want to make sure it goes all the way around, has some, and then you just tighten it up a little bit, and then you just put a piece of tape on the back here to hold this. Great, good work. All right, the next step is you're going to just trim the top, and basically just making cuts in the corner so you can fold down the top area. You do that, and then we're going to start twining it. I'd already got some pre-cut twine here, and basically to do the twine, you're basically just going to do a trucker's knot you're going to do a simple knot here, just coming through like this. So you just have a simple loop knot. And that's going to provide a slip knot. You're going to go around the item like this. And then you're just going to use this as a half hitch. Come around here. Then you can make a half hitch. You can do another half hitch. And you're going to cut that off. And then I think the next thing to do is maybe finish the top here. So Yasu, you want to help me fold these in? Yep. So we're just, the object here is to use as little tape as possible. So whenever we're taping, we're just trying to tack down. And so you don't want any, when it's shipping, any areas like this where it could get caught on the truck or, so you always want to finish everything off with, and so it looks nice. You always want to round the corners like that. So you're going to tuck this in and then you're going to finish, you're going to keep twining. So I'm going to twine right over what I already did to hold that. And there you go. Pull that down nice. Do another half hitch. Basically, we're not going to show you all this, but basically what you want to do is we'll show you the finished product. We're going to do we're going to do basically 3 ties going around. One here, and one here. We're all going to get those tight. And then we're going to do more ties coming around, and I'm going to show you the knot. And we're going to tie through these and knot them the whole way. So, all right. So once we have basically enough twine around here to secure all the corrugated, this piece we're using 3 cinch down twine scenarios. We're going to basically slip underneath our cardboard here. So we'll do the middle first. You make sure you got enough twine coming up, and then we're going to tie just simple knots. Okay, you guys see? Just going to tie simple knots, and you want to basically, usually you don't tie the loop on first. Basically, bring them down so that there's some tension before you put in the next knot. So see how I've got some tension going down before I set that next knot. And then you're going to come up here, you're going to do your half hitch again. And that way, so what we're going to do is we're going to do one here, and one here, and one here. And then that package is complete. And this way, when you're loading a truck, you can pick up the whole thing. You don't need to be bending down here all day long. All this is double strand. You can pick up the piece of furniture here very simply. So you're not going to injure your back. You're going to do a lot less load lifting. And then this piece is ready to go for shipment. All right, so another method of doing this, instead of doing the knots, you can use a double strand. And by estimating the length of cord that you need, we're going to just cut a double strand here. Then Yasu, if you would assist me.
Yes.
Come on over here. So with the double strand method, it's a little faster, but basically what we're going to do is we're going to go around, and instead of tying a knot, we're just going to splice it through the center so it looks like this. And then when you pull it tight, it works pretty nicely. And it's a little quicker, so basically you just fold it over, bring that through, tighten it up. There we go. And that double knot, this type of scenario works well too with heavier items. So you've got double the strength there. Once again, just finish that off with a half hitch. And this piece is pretty much, so we're just going to do one more here, and then we've got a nice enclosed package. The packing's not going to fall off, and it's easy to handle while loading a truck.